guys, today I am super excited about today's video. Now today I will be presenting to you guys the unboxing and comparison of my latest purchase, which is the GoPro Hero 8 Black. Now we will be comparing this against its predecessor, the GoPro Hero 5 Black, which is what I've been using for most of my videos. Now the GoPro Hero 8 Black has a couple of cool new features that I'm more interested in, which is the Hypersmooth 2.0, basically improved video stabilization, which means that you can run across, then you will actually have smoother footage, which means it won't be jumping around as much. So the other important feature that I want to be going over today is the improved audio for the GoPro Hero 8 Black. Now in the GoPro Hero 5, the audio wasn't really that great. When I was talking as I was filming in all my travel videos, there would often be a lot of noise in the background that would be coming through and actually overpowering my audio that comes from my voice. So there would be a lot of wind, and especially for whatever reason when you move around with this, there would be some noises as if the case was actually rubbing up against the microphone. So we will see the difference when we actually put it side by side. So we'll just quickly unbox this. Now it comes in a very standard GoPro case. They haven't changed over the years. It's got the little tab there to open it up. Oh, I did not open it very well. It doesn't seem to be perforated as well as it should be, so it's just a giant mess. Okay, yeah, this is not happening very well. Yeah, I'm terrible at perforated things apparently. Let's see what it comes with. Alright, so we've got standard box. So here it is, has the little example of what it will look like on the screen. Okay. So just like your normal GoPros, you will be lifting this little flap up here so that you can squeeze these two prongs out of the mount that it's on, like so. And then you just pull it like that to remove it. Let's have a look here. A whole lot of empty. Haha, jokes. It comes with cables and all the extra accessories. So it comes with one mount, it comes with one little cable, and it comes with their newest battery. Okay, so one thing you will notice is that the newer GoPros actually come with these new batteries with the blue at the top, and that is to differentiate it from the older batteries which don't have that. The newer batteries are the ones that can handle the hypersmoothing a lot more seamless and stable, and whenever you use one of the older batteries, it'll actually come up with a little error to say, oh, if you want to use hypersmoothing, please make sure you're using the correct batteries. Doesn't mean to say that you can't hypersmooth with these batteries, it's just going to come out a lot better with higher quality videos on these new blue ones. Alright, so without further ado, let's compare. So the GoPro 8 already should have the hyper smooth feature enabled. Well, hyper smooth 2.0.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to read from
So I'm doing a lot of really weird movements here just to simulate.
You look like a Japanese cheerleader.
A Japanese cheerleader?
Yeah, exactly.
Kawaii! Let's do a sample audio when there's a little bit of a wind. Paul, say something.
There's a lot of wind in this. What do you mean there's a little bit of wind? It's like
there's been worse. There's been worse winds.
Okay, alright.
Tell me a story.
There was a man named Jeffrey. The whole village hated his game.
Okay. Hey, Calvin, tell me a story.
Hey, I haven't finished.
A story? Oh shit, I'm not very good at improvising.
Tell about that Jeffrey fella. That story named Jeffrey.
A story. There was once a guy who questioned the Australian accent of how to pronounce nice.
So that's it, backlit.
Don't, yeah.
It's the same, but let's go into a lighter.
Now let's go into a more vibrant shot. So the GoPro 8,
different brightnesses.
Yeah, it could be just different brightnesses.
but even then there's a lot more saturation.
Yeah.
More green on the right one.
Yeah. So one thing I did not expect is that the Hero 8 would actually not be picking up as loud as the Hero 5. Now granted that the Hero 5 has a lot more volume, it also is a lot more sensitive to the ambient noise and especially the wind as well as the GoPro movement itself.
Hey Calvin, say something from there.
Say something funny.
It should be.
That was actually funny.
Should be the Titus laugh. Hey Calvin, say something from there.
Say something funny.
It should be.
That was actually funny.
Should be the Titus laugh.
So one disclaimer that I have to make is I am using the default settings that came with the GoPro Hero 8. So I didn't actually change anything. Whereas in the GoPro Hero 5, in the years that I've had it, I may have actually changed knowing or unknowingly some of the settings to make it sound more louder. However, it is a lot more sensitive to the wind, as you would have noticed, and there is that strange muffled noise that comes out whenever I do any rotation to the actual way that the camera is facing. Also, there are no audio edits to the actual video itself, so you are hearing everything raw. I only added in some fade-ins and outs in some of the clips. Now let's talk about the hyper-smoothing. If you have a look at the Hero 5, you can see that there's so much movement that when you're walking or running, it is shaking up and down. Whereas you compare that to the Hero 8, it looks a lot more smoother. And that's where the power of the hyper-smoothing 2.0 actually really shines when you do a comparison with 3 generations difference. Now, I don't actually have a professional rig that I can put my 2 GoPros side by side. I'm actually just using my 2 hands darted out in front of me looking like an absolute moron. But you can see when you actually are trying to shake with one hand on the Hero 5 versus the Hero 8, like in this shot, there's not much movement. So even if you look at this shot of the panning, you can just see how much nicer the Hero 8 does with the shot itself, whereas the Hero 5 you see a lot of jittery. Now, I did try to simulate the shaking, and it just looks like the Hero 5 has gone through a tremendous earthquake, whereas the Hero 8 is a lot more nicer, and it's kind of just like a little gentle sway. So there you have it. There are some of my results that I took just today very quickly, and it seems that the hyper smoothing works really well with my type of filming. If you would have seen some of my past videos, there's a lot of shaking as I'm running and walking through a lot of the places, but the Hero 8 looks like it can compensate for that this time around. With the audio, however, I still have to do a little bit of tinkering around, just because I haven't really gone into the settings, so I don't know if there is a way to actually make it louder. Hopefully not at the sacrifice that it will pick up any wind or maybe any movement from just like how the Hero 5 is. If you have a GoPro Hero 8 at home as well, and you know how to change some of the settings to pick up louder noises, then please let me know in the comments below. Looking forward to actually getting some really good quality audio this time around. So I hope that this video has helped someone out who happens to have gone through or going through the same type of metamorphosis for technology that I have just done, which is going and upgrading to a Hero 8 from a few generations down. I'd just like to say that I think that this is a good investment if you plan to do more GoPro footage and more vlogging, traveling, or activity recording. Anyways, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I'll see you guys in the next travel video or some more GoPro experimentations. In the meantime, I decided to play around with a little bit of slow-mo today, and here's Calvin jumping the fence for lols.